So Keith Pompey tweeted the Sixers' 3 losses have come to teams with a combined record of 3-11. Not so good. Both Paul George and Joel Embiid are also ruled out for tomorrow versus the Grizzlies, a team that just beat the Bucks by 23 points. Keep in mind, the Sixers lost to that same Bucks team by 15 on opening night. Now, there is a little hope. The Grizzlies will be playing their 3rd game in 4 days, and the Sixers are at home. They also have injuries to Desmond Bane and Marcus Smart, so it's doubtful they play. But honestly, Marcus Smart playing would help the Sixers because he has been horrendous for them. However, hopefully the Grizzlies have tired legs and the Sixers can get a fluke victory. Now let's go over some embarrassing stats during the start of the season. So they have faced the Bucks, Raptors, Pacers, and Pistons. The Bucks currently have the 24th ranked defensive rating. Raptors are 30th, dead last in the league. The Pacers are 22nd and the Pistons are 18th. Every team the Sixers have faced are in the bottom half of the league defensively. Now it's time to get into the most embarrassing stats. They are dead last in the league for assist percentage, 47.6%. I am sorry, but no matter who is injured, there's no excuse for having an assist percentage under 50%. Nick Nurse should be ashamed of himself. I'm going to be real. And it's not like it's neck and neck either for last place in the league. The Houston Rockets are 29th with a 52.1 assist percentage. The Sixers clear everyone in that disturbing stat easily. So as you can imagine, they are also last in assists per game with just 17.3. It's crazy how close their assists per game is to their turnovers per game, 13.8. As you can tell, they got to make it a point to move the ball around a little more. And sadly, it's not going to get any easier after the Grizzlies at home. They have a Western road trip. Even fully healthy road trips are very tough since you're adjusting to a different time zone while not being able to sleep in your own bed. Also, at this point, I don't see Paul George or Joel Embiid playing on the road trip. It's unlikely the Sixers are going to have them rush back to play on the road. The competition is very, very good that they are facing. The Phoenix Suns, to start it off, honestly look like a top 5 team in the NBA. They are a completely different team from last season under Bud. They currently have a top 10 offense and defense. I honestly give the Sixers a 1% chance at winning this game. It just seems like the Suns have way too much firepower offensively to keep up. And even if we do get a lucky lead in the beginning of the game, they're just going to come back at some point when they get hot. Now, the next 2 games feel a lot more winnable than the Suns game, but still unlikely. The Clippers, they've been in every single game despite missing Kawhi Leonard. They're also one of the best defenses in the league, so as you can tell, they're going to have our offense locked up, so scoring is going to be tough. However, offensively, every game they have, there are periods where they look like the Sixers' offense. James Harden usually starts the game off very well, but as the game goes on, he usually gets tired because he has to do everything offensively for them, and they have no one to take the load off of him consistently. Their bench scoring is non-existent, so the Sixers do have a chance at keeping this one close, and maybe in the end they steal it. And then we get the Lakers, and just like the Suns under new head coach JJ Redick, they look completely different compared to last season. They currently have a top 10 offense, but their defense is pretty bad on the perimeter. D'Lo and Austin Reeves play a part in that. They really don't have a good point of attack defender without Jared Vanderbilt, who seems to be injured. I don't think he's going to be back. And in my opinion, they are pretty similar to the Pacers. Very sus perimeter defense with a great rim protector. So Maxey could be poised to go off if he focuses on staying away from AD and hitting that floater and step backs. Maybe that's a game the Sixers can steal. but I wouldn't bet on it because how are we going to stop Anthony Davis? And then they travel back home. If I were to guess, I think Paul George and Embiid make their debut November 10th at home versus the Charlotte Hornets. I'm confident that Paul George is definitely going to be there. A little skeptical about Joel Embiid. I think the goal for the Sixers should be beat the Grizzlies tomorrow. They are a little banged up. You're at home. It's their third game in 4 nights or whatever. Keep it close. And in the second half, you should be the fresher team. Find a way to steal that one because then it will give yourself a little leeway to go like 1-2 on the road trip. And if my guess is correct, then you would get George and Embiid back with your record being 3-5 if you can steal one versus the Grizzlies and steal one on the road trip. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be voting for and hoping for, but we all know it's possible they lose every single game without Paul George and Joel Embiid. So overall, I'm scared.